Day 8. Inaction is the literally brings death to your business. What I can tell you is that one of the things that I've noticed is that a lot of people feel like I've been in business 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and I know how to make money. And if you've been making pretty much the same amount of money every single year for the last 10, 20, or 30 years, you're actually not growing at all. You're just kind of maintaining a steady pace. And when I talk about inaction, what I'm talking about is kind of resting on our laurels, having some expectancy, if you will, that, well, the people will always be there. Well, times are kind of changing, and a lot of people are tired of the old ways of doing business where we take more than we give. So I want you to think about your communication, for example. Are you only emailing people when you want something from them? That's manipulative. That's not healthy. So you want to email people from a place of having something valuable to share, some tip, tool, or resource that's going to help them grow either in their mental and emotional life, their physical life, their spiritual life, their financial life, or their health, some type of well-being. It needs to add value. Another thing is really about customer service. Do you treat people any kind of old way, like, well, you gave me your money, that's what you were supposed to do, and then you keep it moving and they never hear from you again? This is a great opportunity for you to sit back and ask, why are you treating people like one night stands or like they're disposable tissues? That's not healthy. So you want to give yourself permission to go back to building strong relationships. Really get to know your clients and find out what's going on in their lives. Ask them questions so that you can be of greater service. And also, it doesn't, how shall I say, cost much to be kind. It costs nothing at all. So extend loving kindness. You don't know where people are in their lives. There are a lot of people out here dealing with, the stressors of family or their work or health conditions, a variety of things. So give yourself permission to be as kind as you can, not nice, kind. Let's be clear, right? Because there's that, in that nicety, there's a lot of falseness in that and pretense. We're talking about kindness is more leaning towards empathy and compassion. Also, it's probably time that you gave yourself a raise. When was the last time that you gave yourself a raise? When did you look at the transformational benefit of working with you and how a person can live a fuller, richer, and more rewarding life? When someone spends an hour with you, for example, the actions that they then take, how's that going to help them transform or make a shift, if you will, from where they are to where they want to be? Just kind of think about it. It's kind of easy when you look at professions like a personal trainer, because if it's working. Some people say, well, it's working if you lose weight. That's not true. You could have an awesome personal trainer, but you might be sneaking out in the middle of the night eating cookies, cakes, ice cream, and pies. So it's not about that person. It's your willingness and commitment to the cause. So don't get caught up in other people's ideas of proving that somehow your process is not working. It works if you work it. Just really get clear about who you are and the value that you bring. And that's also going to lead you to be able to see whether or not you need to make adjustments in your pricing. So for example, if you find yourself doing a lot of individual coaching, those people are pulling directly on your time, undivided attention, and intellectual property. There should be a higher fee. We all get 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. You can't work with everyone individually. Now, yes, you can do groups, but then where's the support component? So you want to, kind of build that in. So when you begin to look at pricing, take into consideration how much of your time, undivided attention, intellectual property, and energy it's going to take. And then also create the support systems to be able to help your people. Oh, another thing that you can do is you can begin to look at your existing clients. What do they need that you have not yet offered? So, for example, maybe you did a course teaching a person how to write their book. Well, the next logical step is how to market the book because or publish the book, or how to gain visibility and traction, for example, via TV, radio, podcast, interviews. Maybe they want to do a book tour, something of this nature. Just get really clear about, I just taught them this. Now, what do they need to know next? And then I also think that it's important to survey your existing clients. Don't assume that you know what people want. Ask them, how may I be of further service to you? How can I help you? What do you need? And if you're selling something like catering services or event planning, if you're doing something like this and you think, oh, that's really intangible, I can't ask people a question like that. What you can ask is something like, if I could wave a magic wand, what's something that you really want? But you think it's outside of your budget or it's outside of your realm of possibility. And if you can do it, do it. Surprise them. Surprise them. Um, the other thing that I think that's really, really important is that I say to you that as a person who's a recovering perfectionist, for a long time, I had no idea what people meant when they would say, 20% of your activities yield 80% of the results. Because as an entrepreneur, there's administrative work that needs to be done. And then, of course, there's the marketing, prospecting, sales, lead generation that needs to be done. Here's what I could tell you that I learned. It's the marketing, sales, lead generation, spending time with customers. Those are the activities that bring you closest to the money. Everything else, graphic design, web design, editing, content creation, all of those things are very important, but they can also be outsourced. So give yourself permission to recognize that you have to take action in your business. You can't hide out behind your computer just writing up a whole bunch of stuff and expecting thousands of people to show up and give you their money. You're going to have to, at some point, come out and show your face, be seen, be heard, be known, share your point of differentiation in the marketplace, and really help people. And I guarantee you that you will have a business and a life that you love. Have a fabulous day.